Game of Death. I'm Silencer. That dude there be Cryptic Mac. That's Tony.
That's Jeff.
How you doing? Today, we are going to be doing a Shisha review.
I disappear.
Yeah, this thing's a wide enough angle that we kind of have to make sure we're sitting on the extremes of the couch, because otherwise our heads disappear behind the hookah. But, as you can see, we've gotten our, as of right now, unnamed device back out, and you will be happy to know we have decided on a name.
Yes!
It was actually brought to us by, the user on Hookah Domain. He's one of our good buddies. His name is TJ Reckless.
Also known as Trevor.
Indeed, and we wanted to give it to him in the Silencer fashion. He helped us with the basics for the name on this one. We have named this the Cryogenic Hookah. Because, really, that's easily the most badass name that we could possibly think of. Way to go on thinking of the word cryogenic, Trevor. Nobody else got that one except you, so mad props on that. But now that we have named the Cryogenic Hookah, we decided that we were going to break it in for the first actual Shisha review, because this thing keeps that vase, like, frozen the whole way through. I love it. It completely eliminates the need to use an ice chamber. Oh. But, anyway, today we will be doing something from Fantasia.
It's so fresh and so clean. I mean...
Ain't nobody dope as Tony. But, anyway. Today, our flavor for review is Raspberry Kamikaze. Now, for those who aren't in the know on the subject, a Kamikaze, as far as the alcoholic beverage, is supposed to be a mixture of triple sec, vodka, and lime juice. How that factors into this, I'm not 100% sure, because you get a lot of berry flavor off of it. Anywho, as far as how it smells, which you'll notice I'm talking about smell before cut, because anyone who's had Fantasia knows the second you open the container, you're going to find out what it smells like, whether it's in the original packaging or not. The stuff is very, very, very strong flavor-wise. Now, smell on it, which, again, I'm not even going to bother opening the bag. The best way to describe this, I think, you ever have those cream savers? You know, the Lifesavers cream savers that came out with the strawberry creams ones, the pink and white ones? That's pretty much exactly what this smells like, with the notable difference that it's raspberry instead of strawberry. As far as the cut is concerned, it's consistent with what you expect with Fantasia. Take a look. Squish. Squish. A squish. Very, very, very moist and very, very, very juicy. I mean, hell, look at the bag up here, for God's sake. If you need a representation of how much juice is in this stuff, look at... We've had like a bowl out of this. So this is how much juice just got separated in the bag between the one session now, let alone how much is actually in it when you first open the packaging. The cut on it, very, very finely cut down. Shredded, almost, would be a good word to use. Not into thin strips or anything, just tiny little pieces of tobacco all flying all over the place. And you will have a few small stems through here that can be a little bit dense, so just pay attention and get your hands goopy, because, come on, you're packing a Shisha bowl. You're going to get a little wet. Unless, of course, you're one of those people who puts on gloves every single time before you, pack your bowl, in which case, what the hell's the matter with you? But, anyway.
They like to stay clean, damn it.
Well, yeah, but come on, man, there's a line. You must make sacrifices for your art, especially in terms of hookah smoking. Besides, we freaking destroyed my apartment trying to make this thing. I'm still pulling plastic out of the kitchen. Anyway, as far as how it's smoking, if you've been paying attention to the Bearded Wonder back here, you'll see that it's been doing quite nice in the way of clouds.
Yes, especially off of a tiny, tiny hookah.
Exactly. The chamber on this thing is the only drawback to the Sahara that we have inside of the cryogenic hookah, is that, there's, like, that much chamber room.
Maybe.
It's a very small, because you have to fill the water up to a very high point on this thing in order to get it to work. But, so the chamber room is not very large for it to bubble and therefore make into giant clouds, and yet
it's producing quite well. And quite cold. Like, almost cold enough where it hurts. But it's fun.
In spite of the tiny chamber size, cloud size is still very nice. I mean, we attribute part of this to the fact that we have the thing in a semi-frozen, self-contained hookah cooling unit, but to much the same degree, we give the credit to the Fantasia, because some of their clouds are just...
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
anyway.
You totally didn't see that because you were behind the...
Oh, so, well, I'm still getting used to it. I mean, like, my hands kind of disappear here.
Yeah.
And then you can't see me no more.
I've got a little ways to go.
Yeah, Tony has a little bit of wiggle room, because, he's Tony. He needs kind of a wide berth. But, Oh, come on, you know I do it because I love you. Anywho.
Yeah, that doesn't help the argument.
That really doesn't. But anyway, as far as how it's smoking, the raspberry cream savers thing I was telling you about a second ago, exactly like it's smoking, which for me is paramount, as you know if you've seen any of our previous reviews.
It is very tasty. And quite fun to smoke.
The only thing I can't figure out is, if a Kamikaze the beverage is supposed to taste like triple sec vodka and lime juice, and this isn't a complaint because this flavor, the way it is, the cream saver flavor is delicious, but no alcohol to it, which is bad, but, you know, maybe slightly misleading in the way it's named.
It can be. I mean, if you know what a Kamikaze is, Kamikaze, that just sounds fun. It doesn't sound like a drink. I've never heard of a Kamikaze. I mean...
It's Tony's eventual plan to crash a giant Mac-shaped plane into a Windows headquarters somewhere, so that's, you know, Kamikaze for him makes a certain degree of sense. But anyway, the taste on it is really nice. It has the berry essence to it the whole time, but it also has that really smooth, rich, creamy texture underneath of all of it. I love this stuff.
Complex smokers, you'll like this.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if you're looking for something that has, like, it's not just sugar, which is a complaint you get with Fantasia all the time. But this stuff is, it's very sweet, but at the same time, it has just a very smooth, mellow mix underneath of all of it.
Yeah,
it's great, great flavor.
It's not overpowering of super sweet. It's got enough sweet there that I want a candy bar now to have the extra sweet, but hey,
yeah,
I like candy.
I knew there was a reason I loved you. But anyway, you know it. Anywho, I like this one, I do. You know, because it eliminates my complaint, or at least other people's complaints about Fantasia. It's not as sugary as is common, again, with Fantasia Starbuzz, that sort of thing. But at the same time, it has enough sweetness to it that it's not like, okay, this is an alcohol shisha where it tastes like alcohol. It tastes like I'm burning vodka. This is great. I really enjoy this flavor. If I had to go with a number on this one, you know,
Yeah, go.
I'm thinking so myself. I think this one really has earned a 9. This is something.
Yes.
This is something special coming from the Fantasia guys. Again, my only hesitation, and the reason it steps back from the 10 line in the first place, is because, let's be honest, if you call it a Kamikaze, a lot of people who buy this, based entirely on the name, are going to be looking for the flavor of a Kamikaze beverage. And while I'm not complaining that it's not there because this is delicious, it's just misleading. That's all I'm saying. So, as far as how it smokes, it is a perfect smoke with a not-so-perfect name attached to it.
Ah!
You good there? You stretch?
Yeah, that was a good stretch.
Yeah, it looked like a good stretch. Part of him just kind of went out the side whenever he was doing that, too. But, anyway, we got it as a 9, because I think it's a really fantastic flavor. I really recommend you guys pick it up and try it. But, anywho, my name is Silencer. That dude walking towards the camera, he'd be Cryptic Mac named Tony. If you guys like us, at some point sometime soon, the Hookah Awards for 2009's coming up.
Bad Jeff. Bad Jeff.
They got a category for, you know, Reviewer of the Year. Now, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Meanwhile, Tony's hit me in the face with a damn hose thing. Ah! Stop it! Fucker. Anywho, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Check us out on hookahdomain.com if you want to see more. I'm Silencer. That's Cryptic Mac. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Bye-bye.